For the second time this week, the UN Security Council met behind closed doors on the conflict. The Secretary-General briefed members on Israel's order for Gazans in the north of the territory to evacuate south.
Moving more than 1 million people across a densely populated war zone to a place with no food, water, or accommodation, when the entire territory is under siege, is extremely dangerous and, in some cases, simply not possible.
However, the Israeli ambassador to the UN said he was angered by that position.
The UN should be praising Israel for these precautionary actions. What we all hear is not the UN's concern for civilians. What we hear is the UN's indifference to the murder of 1,300 Israelis.
Outside the Security Council meeting, the Palestinian ambassador said Arab nations at the UN were united in their call for an immediate ceasefire, humanitarian access to Gaza, and the prevention of the mass transfer of Gazans or their expulsion from the territory.
For those who think that there is a single Arab, single diplomat that is not standing with Palestine at this time, look at our unity, look at our strength, and look what we will be doing in the days to come.
The Russian ambassador introduced a draft Security Council resolution calling for a ceasefire and an end to all hostilities and acts of terrorism. He said the current violence must be seen in the context of Israel's illegal occupation and the failure of the US-led peace process.
The root causes of this situation are of critical importance. Our Western colleagues do their best to promote the narrative that the current escalation happened out of the blue, because a band of savage terrorists attacked Israeli civilians.
Late Friday, Brazil introduced a draft resolution of its own that adds a specific condemnation of Hamas's attack on October the 7th and urges Israel to rescind its evacuation order. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, the United Nations.